1966. Here in western France, 300 kilometers south of Paris, each year there is a gathering of the elite of the automobile racing world. The fastest, toughest GT class automobiles. The finest, most skillful drivers. The manufacturers, engineers, and mechanics who make this race the toughest and most respected in the world. 24 hours of Le Mans. On this punishing 8-mile course, for nearly half a century, the famous names of European racing have consistently been preeminent. Bentley, Alfa Romeo, Bugatti, Jaguar, Mercedes-Benz, Aston Martin, Maserati, then Ferrari. With 9 wins since 1949, 6 consecutive wins during the past 6 years. By the mid-1960s, the name of the game at Le Mans had become Beat Ferrari. And in 1966, there was a new, strong challenger, the Ford GT. This particular car, one of a team of 8 GT Mark IIs, had a last-minute driver substitution and was allowed only 2 laps of practice. Still, the American team systematically made ready for racing's greatest test of men and machines. Henry Ford II attended and was given the honor of signaling the famous Le Mans start. In the first laps, the track was wet from a light rain and the cars were closely bunched. Drivers temper their haste with caution. Still, the Americans' aggressive strategy is clear from the start. Take the lead early, set a fast and punishing pace, and outlast the competition. This leading car, the number 2 Ford GT with co-drivers Bruce McLaren and Chris Amon, is destined to become the car to beat in the grueling 24 hours to come. At this point, the cars are coming off the famous Mulsanne straightaway, where speeds reach 230 miles per hour and are braking and downshifting to about 40 for the difficult Mulsanne turn. Here the cars are approaching the S's, an intricate system of turns near the village of Tetra Rouge. This is the number 1 Ford GT, driven by co-pilots Ken Miles and Denny Hume. After a few laps, the cars spread out, and the drivers settle down to a 24-hour pattern of tension. Man against man, machine against machine. Under the Dunlop Bridge, down a short straightaway at speeds of about 160 miles per hour. And on around the grueling course. The red cars are Ferraris. That's an Alpine cutting in front of the Ford GT. Another Ferrari. And the number 2 Ford GT still in the lead. That's the Mulsanne straightaway. The turn at Mulsanne. The drivers follow this course all afternoon, all night, all morning. And the black number 2 Ford still holds the lead. Lap after lap. Pit stops are necessary for all the cars. For consultation with the driver. For tire changes. For minor repairs. For fuel. For compulsory driver relief. Finished as quickly as possible and then back to the punishment of Le Mans. By mid-afternoon, 3 of the Fords were in the lead, and then it started to rain. 10 minutes before the finish, cars were running cautiously with their lights on, but the Ford GTs were still in the lead. And here they come for the finish. First place, the number 2 Ford GT. Second place, the number 1 Ford GT. Third place, the number 5 Ford GT. An authoritative win for the American challengers. That's co-driver Chris Amon in the doorway as Bruce McLaren pilots the first place car toward the winner's stand. First place for the Ford GT Mark II. And a first-time win for America at Le Mans, the world's most respected auto race. This was Le Mans in 1966.